One of the first actions of the Tusk coalition after taking power was to dismiss all members of the State Commission investigating Russian influence in Poland, led by Professor Sławomir Cęckiewicz. We want to consider, and I hope, vote in the Sejm to finally abolish this law, which this commission was set up basically for nothing. About the announced abolition of the commission, which revealed the facts of the Polish-Russian reset from the time of the first Tusk government, parliamentarians of the new government have little to say. You removed the members. The commission stayed. Why do you still want to abolish it? I am now working on a law that will improve your life as a journalist. Donald Tusk was afraid of this commission. The facts over the years and the evidence that has been gathered clearly show that Donald Tusk and his government have pursued an overtly pro-Russian policy. The commission, headed by Professor Cęckiewicz, revealed, among other things, the case of the ongoing cooperation from 2008 to 2014, and later the signed agreement between the Federal Security Service of Russia and the Military Counterintelligence Service, supervised by Donald Tusk. This is a commission that was supposed to prove some preconceived thesis. Why should there be such commissions in Poland? To paralyze the functioning of Professor Cęckiewicz's commission so that, God forbid, it would not investigate these matters, not to remind Poles of who made deals with Vladimir Putin on matters concerning our security and our economy. There was a disclosed agreement between the Military Counterintelligence Service and the Federal Security Service. That's right. And what are the special services for? To be special services and sometimes function in messy matters. The report that has been prepared is a factual report and is one big accusation against the actions of the Tusk government from 2007 to 2014, and he is covering his tracks at this point. We asked the Deputy Defense Minister about the dismantling of the State Commission that revealed facts related to the Polish-Russian reset. The agreement that you so often raise relates in large part to the withdrawal of Polish troops from Afghanistan. It is worth keeping this in mind, especially since such an agreement has been signed by dozens, if not hundreds of countries around the world. This is described in the report of the State Commission as one of the disinformation narratives used by the former leadership of the Military Counterintelligence Service. I am referring to the names Nosek, Pytel, and Dusza. Why do you want to abolish the State Commission? Because a second commission has been established to deal with this under the command of General Stróżek, who is undoubtedly better qualified than Mr. Cęckiewicz. Because the commission that proved Russian influence between 2008 and 2014 was replaced by a government commission headed by the head of the Military Counterintelligence Service, General Stróżek, whose deputy is one of its architects of the agreement with the Federal Security Service of Russia, Krzysztof Dusza. We have reached the document that the head of the commission sent to the Ministry of Defense. I kindly request that you provide the Commission with information on agreements or cooperation agreements in force or signed by you between 2004 and 2024 with the services of the Russian Federation and Belarus. Please indicate the subject of the agreement, its duration, significant effects, and any observed attempts to use such cooperation for purposes other than those described in the agreement, especially with regard to legally protected information. The question remains whether General Stróżek also wants to examine documents related to the agreement between the Military Counterintelligence Service and the Federal Security Service of Russia. The Defense Ministry's response was due to the government commission on July 23rd. Radosław Janckiewicz, TV Republika.